Hello everyone. Today it's a new episode of Making Cooking with me. Today we're making macaroni and cheese. So, what we need for ingredients. Oh, this is spicy, by the way. I forgot to add that because spicy is the best. So we need mac and cheese. And some cheese. So as you can see, because I'm the most famous man in my neighborhood, they pre-sliced it for me, which is very nice of them. So first of all, what you want to do, oh, you also need water, milk, butter, flour, hot sauce, paprika, and some other things. I forgot to add that. But the main two ingredients, cheese, macaroni, because that's what's in the name. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to take a big pot, right? Like about as big as this one. See how it's bigger than my head? Like I can fit my entire head in it. So now I look like Crazy Dave. So now what you want to do is you want to fill it up with boiling hot water. And you don't want to put it over your head if it's boiling. So let me do that real quick. So, here we have a pot filled with boiling water. I mean, it's not boiling. It's like the hottest the temperature goes. So you want to put it, and you want to put it on max heat. So as you can see, let me pull that down here. You can see it's max heat on here. So, and now, this is like the main part. So, now what you want to do is you want to take your macaroni and you want to put it in the pot. So I'm going to put this entire bag because it's not only me eating this, it's my mom and maybe my dad too. So let me put the entire bag in there. And now you see how it's empty. Alright, so now what you want to do is you want to throw it away. And then you take... What, do I not have a wooden spoon? Oh, that sucks. Take this. So, and you just want to mix it around until everything perfectly lays like that. And then what you want to do is you want to take some table salt and you want to pour a lot of that in there. This basically, not only does it make the thing taste more salty and more cheesy, it makes it look and smell better. And it also increases testosterone by 30%, and it also increases the energy for the rest of your day by 20%, and it increases your likelihood of restful sleep by a whopping 50%. I made those up, but still. So, now what you want to do is leave them on for like around 7 to 8 minutes. That's as much as you want to go. Now, we should focus on doing the sauce. So, can I switch the camera around? No, never mind, I can't. Alright, so let's go in here, the pots. Here's some pots that I have in here. So I've got all of these amazing cutlery and kitchenware from this video's sponsor. Ad Creative is an AI-powered website that makes advertisements for you. All you have to do is supply it with a small amount of info from your product, and it will generate an advertisement. I use this website almost daily. It is a really good way of saving time and energy. I recommend you to use it. You can find it in the description of this video. Alright, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little sort of commercial from my sponsor, and I hope you guys go and buy something off of that website. So, here you go. So we put this pan here. Actually, I'll put it here so it fits in perfectly. So what you want to do is you want to grab the cheese, and not the cheese. You want to put it on heat first. Put it on like mid-heat, medium, somewhere like there, right? And then you want to take a good, like half, maybe a full stick of butter. And you just want to throw it in there. So here I have butter. I didn't take a bite out of that. That was just how it was before. I found it like that. Trust me. So you take this butter and you just put it in the pan. So I'm making this for like 3 people. You should probably not put an entire stick of butter because you're probably going to get like diabetes or something. So it's probably not the healthiest choice, but alright. And now you just want to wait till it melts. Usually some people wait till it's brown. I don't really care about it being brown because I don't think it changes the taste at all. I think it just wastes a bit of butter because it burns it. So you just want to pour that in, and then I guess I'll come back once the butter is melted. So give that like around, give and take, like a minute or 2. Alright, so the butter has finished melting. Now what we want to do is we want to take a bit of flour and we want to put it in there. So, I have no clue where the flour is because every time I use it, it changes its location. So I might lose it this time. Never mind, here we go. I found flour. I'm so happy right now. So what you want to do is you just want to take a bit of flour. You want to put in maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon, depending on your portion, right? By the way, all of my recipes that I'm doing now and in the future, they're all going to be eyeballing. There's no correct measurements because I don't believe in those. It's all about how you think, how much you think that you need. And yeah, because if you have a very, very untasty food, it will not be tasty if you put in a bit less of something, right? So that's just my mindset for this. So I think good taste comes not from what is in the food, but who is making the food. So, alright, so I think I put a bit too little flour. I might need to put a bit more. Yeah, a bit more flour, a bit more. So, anyways, while I'm putting in this flour, if you guys are interested in the next one of these videos, I have 2 topics in mind. I was thinking either spicy chicken or I was thinking cookies because I have a very, very famous cookie recipe. You can ask anyone in my school. Everyone loves my cookies. They're so tasty and they're so easy to make. And I don't really have a recipe. It's the same thing as I do here, just eyeball it. But, alright. So now, your butter should be looking like this. Kind of looks like bile because of the lighting, so let me just turn that on. Alright, never mind, the light doesn't work. So, basically just want to mix that in. So it should kind of look like butter, but like a bit darker, you know? Kind of like a wax color. So now what you want to do is you want to take a small amount of milk. So here I have my milk, and then you want to just pour a bit of it in, small amount. You don't want to put too much. Maybe also like another tablespoon, I mean. All right, but we don't do measurements around here. We always eyeball it. So now what you want to do, just make sure to mix the milk in. So now it should be looking golden, like a golden yellow. So now it's a much, much thicker. Already it's very thick. So it smells so good. So now is you want to take the cheese. And you just want to slowly just like rip apart little pieces and bits in there. Right? So kind of like maybe like this much per piece. Yeah. It's probably much, much faster if you were to shred it up, but I'm a bit lazy, you know. I'm not really that invested in making macaroni and cheese right now, considering that I have like 3 hours until I can actually eat it. So basically just want to pepper that in there, and then you can turn the heat up, and then you can add a bit more milk if you want to. So put that in there, and I'll start mixing. So mine's a bit too thick, so I'm gonna add in a bit more milk. So put in like maybe twice as much. Yeah. So I put that in, and now I'm gonna mix it together. So now the cheese is gonna start melting itself onto, yeah, it's gonna start melting basically. So you can also turn up the heat a small bit, so maybe like medium high. And also I think soon the pasta will be done. So alright, this is all already looking really, really cheesy. So I'm gonna add a bit more cheese right in there. Because you know, the point of this isn't for it to be that you're eating butter, milk, and cheese. It's supposed to be cheese, 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 milk and butter. That's basically what you want with the sauce. So I'm just splattering in a bit of that in there. Now mixing it up. So far this is actually looking really good. But what I realized, what I usually do wrong in these recipes is I make it a bit too sticky. So in this situation right now, I can see that it's sticking to itself, not to the pan. So that's good. But if you have something like that, you want to go back and add more milk. So I'll put in a bit more milk. And then it's looking pretty good so far. So now this is looking like sauce. I think this is the first time in a very long time where I've made actually good looking sauce that hopefully tastes good, because I can't taste it yet. So we want to mix this together. Now this is what you call sauce. That is so cheesy, so nice. I'm gonna put more cheese in. So slowly pepper in some cheese. You know, this is a traditional recipe made by me. It's traditional because it's me, and I am very traditional. So we put this in. I made this recipe at least twice, so I know what I'm doing, and I'm not just thinking of how macaroni and cheese tastes like and trying to like make it based off of that. So currently, this is how my sauce looks like. I just added in a bit more cheese, so it's not like fully melted, but you can see it doesn't have that gold color that other macaroni and cheese have. So my solution to this is hot sauce, or if you don't have hot sauce, red food coloring. So you want to put a bit of that in there. You want to put not a bit, you want to put a lot. Hot sauce is probably one of the best things of all time, besides deep woken. Just kidding, deep woken is like alright. So now I'm mixing that in there. So it kind of looks like ketchup right now, but as I mix it more and more, it's going to start looking like cheddar cheese, which is what we want. So right now I'm really proud of this because I don't think I've ever made better looking, what's this called? Better looking version of this. Probably because like the last few times I didn't use enough cheese, which is a very bad problem. You should always have enough cheese. So I'm mixing this together. It's going to be really spicy, so I think I'm going to be the only one eating this because I know my mom doesn't like spicy. But this is looking marvelicious. Yeah, it's a real word. Oh, shoot. Okay, so by now, your spaghetti should be done. And now you just want to strain it down the sink. Okay, so you can either use a strainer or if you're brave, you can just like try and perfectly time it and not pour everything down the sink. So because I don't like wasting food, I'm going to use a strainer. So I just made a mistake where I wasn't mixing this enough, so it's now stuck to the floor. And make sure always to mix the sauce too, so the sauce doesn't stick to the floor. But now I have to do a bit of chiseling on the pasta. I'll be right back. So. Okay. Okay, so now that we have it strained, we want to pour it into the cheese sauce. Now I put the strainer in the sink. Alright. And now you just want to incorporate it nicely with the sauce. So already, I think there might be a problem where I don't have enough sauce. Hopefully I do. Actually, yeah, I definitely do. That's enough sauce. It might not be as cheesy as I want it to, but it's looking good. So, let me actually get a bird's eye view of me mixing this. Alright. So far, this is looking pristine. I think the only time where I've ever seen better mac and cheese is the last time I've made it. Just kidding. The last time I made it, it sucked. It literally looked like listen, last time I made it, I watched a recipe and they said to put heavy cream, and I put in whipped cream, like the liquid version of whipped cream that you use for like cakes and stuff, and it was sweet and it was horrible, and it like mixed in with the spice horribly, and I like ate like one bite and I almost threw up. But anyways, hopefully this is good. I don't really know that much about making mac and cheese, but this is really looking good. For like the third time I'm making this is really looking good. I can't wait till iftar so I can eat this. So basically, now what you want to do is you want to preheat your oven to 200 degrees, or I don't know. For me, it's 200 degrees. I don't know how much that is in America, but here in Montenegro, it's 200. There's like should be like a picture of a bread. And you want to just leave it in there until like the top becomes crisp. So I'm not going to do that in this video because I'm too lazy to record it. I'm still going to do it, and I'm going to record just like the picture and put it in the thumbnail. But this actually looks really good. I would eat this every day for 1 week. Not for for like 2 days. It's probably too much fat. Probably too much fat in there, yeah. So let me try it, and then if it's not, no, I have to spit it out. Wait, let me see if this is good. Okay, so it needs a bit more spice. Alright, it needs a bit more spice. So let me put that in there. It's like half the bottle of hot sauce. Wait, let me turn off heat. I forgot to do that too. Alright, it's like half the bottle of hot sauce on this. Alright. Hopefully it should be spicy enough now. Alright, now this is looking really good. God damn! This is looking good. Alright, how much time to leave? Like, 1, 2, 3 hours. Alright. Actually, no, 2 hours. 2 hours. Alright. This is actually really good looking. Alright, now for the final view. That is nice. Actually, no. I'll give a better final view. I'll put it on the table so there's actual lighting. All right. Dad, come here, Dad. Look at this.
That looks like macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to check out my sponsor. Goodbye.